Alright guys, Avit is back with episode 2 of my Pro Clubs Road to Glory series, building Barca. Obviously now we have added a Paulinho to the side, so we're getting into the games thick and fast, and hopefully we can get this team built as quick as possible. Now if you want to check out the rules guys, the note card will be up in the top right hand corner there, and there with the first thing we picked up on was there's a Ronaldo and a Ronaldinho. And apologies for the footage here guys, it is a bit glitchy, but there you can see Suarez getting the first goal of the night, 200k, and it's gonna boost that bonus. I will update the value in the bottom right hand corner guys at the end of each game, so you'll see that change after each game so we can work out our totals. It just saves me adding it to each goal and then taking it away when we concede, and then you can see Adulafeo gets a goal as well. And I was telling Craig that is his own lookalike, and I thought that was a decent lookalike, so you might see that one on the channel soon as well guys. And like I said before, we've been trying to do recording the voices, but I just can't get the levels right. I can't get the quality to a point where I like it, hence why you've got no game sound. I've decided that I'm going to ditch that idea for now guys. So there you can see we get a first half rage quit, 500k for that as well, 250k for the clean sheet as well. And now you can see me changing my number again because it is bugging the shit out of me guys. And honestly, I have now since deleted my save file and done it again, and it's still changing the number back. And there you can see we have 4.5 million now going into the second game of Division 9. And all we're looking to do is just get the goals, get the wins. Now don't forget guys, there was the older videos of this on FIFA 17. It showed you that we want to get a Legends team, a Barcelona Legends team, and each of myself, Craig and Jay all decided on a legend that we wanted to be. So that is what we're still going for. There you can see we get our first minus of the episode, and this was quite a tough game. So what we're going to do guys is we are going to have targets, and that should be that the strikers have to get 40 goals, and any attackers that look attacking mids, wingers, anything like that will have to get 30 assists I believe it is. But we're going to tweak it as we go, hopefully with input from yourselves as well. So here you can see them coming forward again. It's a pass into the box, and we're 2-0 down and only 13 minutes on the clock, and we're just thinking, oh my days, we were having trouble. It's just like we couldn't click. This was not a great night for us. We just couldn't get things clicking, couldn't get things going. But there you can see Delaveo into Suarez to Messi, back to Suarez. Suarez gets tackles and he wins it back, and we get a goal back. So that's 200k back for ourselves. We're still losing 2-1, and obviously any game we lose we will finish with a deficit. And the objective is, if we don't earn enough money to buy players, then that means some of the midfielders won't be in the game till Division 2, and that is just too late for us. We want to get them unlocked as soon as possible. And there you can see we now go 3-1 down guys. It's just, we couldn't stop them scoring, and we just didn't know what was going wrong. That was just the, you know, it was just one of them nights. We probably didn't keep the ball well enough up top, and Craig was having a rough night defending as an any. But I pull one back with Messi, of course. It's another 200k. 56 minutes on the clock. Surely we can save this. Surely we ain't now going to go on and lose this game. We've got to keep that win streak going. We don't really want to be losing in Division 10 and Division 9, but it's the way it goes. I love a little heel to toe there. I square it to Jay. Jay taps it in for 3-3. Now we're all square for the episode again now. We've not lost any money so far, as long as we don't concede any more goals. So we're coming forward again. Messi into Delaveo. Delaveo's just waiting for the run. Messi's picked it up, but I can't quite get it early enough. He knocks it on. Keeper takes his hand. injure his hands. Now Messi to Deulofeu to Suarez, back into Messi. Messi gets the lock on the speed boost, and it's 4-3, and now we are in credits for the game. It's what we like. So guys, any of you think of any ideas that you'd like to see implemented into this, then post them in the comments, guys. I'm prepared to listen. There will be a couple of episodes where I'm going to try and get in other YouTubers. Hopefully they will agree and participate in this for me, and then we can just change it up a bit. But this series is mainly predominantly to keep my VFL team active, to keep my players that I've got in my team that we've decided to stick together, and this is a good way of practicing. So the quicker we get everybody into this series, the better for us. And there you can see they score an own goal there. I didn't flash nothing up, didn't really know whether to counter or not, and I think I did end up counting it, guys, but Suarez is claiming it, so hey ho. But you know, it's 6-3 now, and I think they got a little bit of a pout on because they really thought they'd had this game won, but we did really, in the second half, we really turned it up. But they get another goal back to take off another 200k off of us. And this FIFA is ridiculous for conceding goals, guys. It's so hard. So we are thinking possibly we might have to buy a midfielder to get the midfielders in as ASAP, or if not, we need to get our goalkeeper in as soon as possible. So there you can see Messi made it 7-4, and he's actually got the number 10 on his shirt. And like I said, guys, I do know Messi wears the number 10. I just can't stop him changing. So it finishes 7-4, guys, and we're actually plus 600k for that game. Messi with the hat-trick. And again, it's not always ideal for me because I do like to have a little bit of game sound. I just feels it gives it a little bit more atmosphere. But like I said, is when you're recording voice chat through the Elgato, you have to have an analog audio input, which then cancels out the audio from the HDMI, which is obviously your game sound. So we're now on 5.1 million. We know if we want to buy a defender, I believe it's 7.5 million, so we could buy a goalkeeper or defenders very soon. There you can see Suarez tucks it away after the 50th minute. Yes, that was into the second half before we even got a goal in this game, but he makes it 1-0. And these were another fairly decent team, but there we've got them on the break here. Messi's coming forward. I was saying to Craig, stay the way you are, but the keeper came in no man's land. I think the sweat would have been more difficult than the chip that he got. So it's 2-0, 57 minutes on the clock. We're celebrating like the game's already won, and they quit. So we get that second half rage quit of 250k, plus the clean sheet, which is another 250k. And we are on 6 million, boys. That is what we like. So we're getting into the game, and we know at this point we're getting close to being able to buy a player. But a little bit of a spoiler alert, we do hold on because we're waiting to get a little bit further before we really need to spend that money to see who we can actually afford. Now, as you can see there, guys, I was changing my number back to the number 10 again because the game has changed it back to number 7. There you can see our lineup. That's the lineup that we have. So we get into the next game against Acid Attack. Now, this was a very strange game because the video doesn't do it justice. I don't know how it was for my guys, but they both said about it early on, and the color clash was looking a lot worse than it actually did do in this video, so I may have a little bit of color correction on. But on the actual night, the color clash was quite bad, and we were suffering from that. But we try and play a little bit of tiki-taka, trying to work the opening, but they get the block in, and it's 3 minutes on the clock, and we've got a corner. The aim is always here, is the Suarez is the biggest man in the box at the minute because we've got no defenders. It's just try to get the ball on Suarez's head and see if we can get a goal that way. but nothing comes to that one. Keeper makes a decent save, and then he makes a catch. So now they're coming forward here. AI again, they've got the ball in the middle. I think there's only 2 of them, but we were struggling against 2-man team. Is this most 2-man team early on are quite well sort of communicating, and they've got that telepathy. And there you can see he scores a great banger to put them a 1-0. Now that's a great goal, to be fair. Maybe he could have been stopped. Maybe the CDM should have got to him, but you know, it's FIFA, it's the way it goes. So we're coming forward again. Suarez with a little give and go with Messi. Messi must score this, and he does, to make it a 1-1. So we get that 200k they just took off us back into the kitty. So now they're coming forward again. They're on the edge of the box. He's doing some twists and turns. He does the Cruyff turn. He absolutely does. Craig is the any. He slid to get obviously block the shot, but he took out the other attacker, and it is a penalty. There you can see he's actually sliding to block the shot, and because he's so close to the other attacker, he's just taken him out. It's a penalty. Probably lucky it wasn't a red, but I don't think you can get double jeopardy now. They slot it in. He goes the right way, but it's another minus 200k. So we're losing again in Division 9, and they're coming forward again, and he does a shot on the turn to make it 3-1. And we all had bad feelings with this game because these were a good pair, and they were dangerous. They were very dangerous. But Suarez gets the ball here. He squares it to Messi. Messi makes it 3-2. We can still do this, boys. We're all saying it. Boy, I'm so gutted that you can't hear the game chat, because I do think at times the game chat would be very entertaining. But unfortunately, I can't get the settings right. So at the moment, we're going to have to make do as it is. So now they come forward again, straight up the other end, across, header, 4-2, and that's got to be game over. And we lose minus 400k. So disappointing. We just couldn't get it going. We didn't play very well. We just couldn't get our game going. We couldn't defend very well as a team. And one of their players picks up a hat-trick, but look at the size of him. So now we're looking for 1 point for safety. We've got 6 games left, but we've now got 2 defeats. We really need to sort that out. So now this was another night. Craig wasn't available for the first game, so we got Brad to come in as a Delafeu. And obviously Brad is going to originally come in as Messi as soon as we unlock any centre-backs. So now Messi's got it here. He plays it wide out to the right back. And on the any as well, guys, you won't see that here now because obviously I've only got players' names, but you can see my pro is red and the AI are red. And that's a great goal there. Great start. 17 minutes on the clock, and we get that relaxing goal. Suarez with a nice finesse. Now we've got a free kick here. You know me, I love to have a free kick, but I haven't got it locked down on this FIFA, and the best option is always to pass. They got 2 men on the line, but for some reason, as soon as you change the angle of the shot, it just messes up the people on the line. I just play a simple ball into Suarez. Suarez, no messing on his weak foot, smashes it in. We're coming forward again. Delafeu to Messi. Messi's linking up with the AI again to Suarez. Suarez cuts inside. Lovely finesse, low driven finesse that is, guys. And it's 3-0. 40 minutes on the clock, and we're rampant. We are absolutely rampant at this moment, and we're coming forward again. This is a little bit of a release from the other night. The game feels better as well. A cut inside, play it into Delafeu, and he makes no messing, and he slots that one inside the near far post to make it 4-0. Messi with the El Tornado. Even Giovink would be proud of that one. But Messi's coming forward again now, guys. Plays it. Does the hard stop. Cuts it back to an unmarked Delafeu in the middle, and he makes it 5-0. 48 minutes on the clock. and we are going. Just a reminder, the total that we're on is before this game, guys, is 5.6 million. So Delafeo's got it again here, has a shot, the rebound comes back out to Messi. Messi cuts it back to Suarez. What's Suarez going to do? He's going to put it in the net for 6-0, and that is 1.2 million. We have earned this game already, guys. So it's 6-0, and now we're just looking for them not to quit, and then they do this. And, you know, it is a bit disappointing. I don't know why the keeper wouldn't go for it, whether that was because he was selected or not, but it's 7-0. Suarez is celebrating like he scored it. He must have thought he put the keeper off. But, you know, what can we do? I know in Fatal, I think they have a rule where a certain amount of own goals that you can only allow, because subscribers were giving own goals to people once they realised that was them. So now Suarez with the penalty. He tucks it in, no messing. And it's another 200k, and it's now 8-0, guys. 8-0. And finally, they decide that was it. So we get the second half rage quit as well. So we have earned bank that game there. 8 goals plus a second half rage quit and a clean sheet. And we're now on 7.7 million. It's, you know, as it stands now, we could afford to buy a defender or our goalkeeper. We didn't work out as we were going what we'd earn, so we kind of messed up. But as you can see, Craig is back in, but I'm staying any. We just felt something just felt right. It's nice having that Cam as the independent pro rather than one who's the any. So we get into this game. Craig plays it short. I'm going to play it back into him. It's Delafeo. He crosses it in for Suarez. Suarez, no messing, smashes it in the back of the net to make it 1-0. 19 minutes on the clock, and we are getting paid again. So we've got the ball here now, 24 minutes on the clock. We're coming forward again. We're trying to get that link up going, that little one-touch football, two-touch. It comes to Messi, and Messi bangs it in for another 200k, and they've gone. So we get the first half rage quit, which is 500k, and we get the clean sheet bonus as well as the goals, guys. It's just amazing. We finished Division 9 on 8.85 million. There are the players that we've decided that we want in the starting 11, and we'll change from there. We've got a little bit of a spanner in the works because we've got Paulinho. There you can see now, decided to use a fruit machine now to select the players. So all the players you just see, I've now put into the fruit machine. So we're now going to be picking our Division 8 player, the player that we will be using in the next episode, and it's Mtiti. So that will mean, guys, that I now drop back to centre back as Mtiti, and Brad will now come in and take over the Messi role. And people might say that Barcelona don't play a 4-1-2-1-2. We probably won't play the 4-1-2-1 wide, but we will be playing the 4-1-2-1-2. So that's going to be the team for the start of the next episode, guys. I hope you like it. If you do, smash that like button for me, guys, and see you next time.